You're on your couch, laptop open, trying to plan a vacation. This is supposed to be relaxing. You find a hotel in Paris. Great location, solid reviews, fair price. You're about to close the tab and think about it overnight when, suddenly things change. Red text appears. Only one room left at this price. Then another pop-up. 14 people are viewing this hotel right now. A timer materializes in the corner, counting down from 5 minutes. Your body reacts before your brain does. Your heart rate quickens. Your shoulders tense up. What was a calm planning session is now a frantic race against the clock. You stop thinking about whether this hotel is right for you and start thinking about how not to lose it. You grab your credit card. You book. Relief washes over you. You beat the timer. But here's the truth you weren't told. There weren't 1 or 2 rooms left. There were dozens. Those 14 people were likely just estimated traffic, recycled data, or maybe even automated signals. And that countdown timer? It resets the moment you refresh the page. You didn't just make a decision. You were pushed into a reaction. This isn't a glitch in online shopping. It's the system working exactly as designed. Welcome to the scarcity scam. Scarcity is one of the most powerful psychological triggers in human behavior. When something seems rare or about to disappear, we value it more even if nothing about the product itself has changed. This was proven decades ago in a classic psychology experiment. Researchers gave people identical cookies. Some came from a full jar, others from a nearly empty one. People consistently rated the cookies from the nearly empty jar as more desirable. Same cookies, totally different perception. Historically, scarcity mattered. When food or shelter was truly limited, hesitating could be dangerous. But the internet discovered a powerful secret. Scarcity doesn't have to be real to work. It just has to feel real. Most of the urgency signals you see online fall into 3 categories. First, you have the countdown timers. Sale ends in 4:59. These timers often have nothing to do with a real deadline. They're personalized, evergreen, and resettable. Marketing platforms literally sell tools that start a brand new countdown for every single visitor the moment they arrive. The anxiety they create is real. The deadline often isn't. Think about it. If a sale truly ends at midnight, it doesn't need to end every midnight for every person. Second, there are the low stock warnings. Only 3 left in stock. Sometimes this is technically true, but deeply misleading. Only 3 left could mean only 3 of one specific color or one size. It could be the stock in one warehouse or at a specific price tier. And for digital products like courses, software, or ebooks, scarcity is almost always completely fictional. There's no physical inventory. Only 47 spots left isn't a capacity limit. It's a psychological lever designed to pull you in. Third, we have social proof alerts. Someone in London just booked this. 23 people bought this today. 15 people are viewing this right now. These notifications combine 2 powerful forces, the fear of scarcity and the comfort of social validation. If other people want it, it must be good. If they're acting now, you should too. But investigations have shown that many of these alerts are delayed, recycled, exaggerated, or just flat-out simulated. You're not watching real-time demand. You're watching a performance. So why does this work so incredibly well? Urgency short-circuits our rational thinking. When that fear of missing out kicks in, you stop comparison shopping. You stop reading all the reviews. You stop calculating whether it's actually a good value. Studies in consumer psychology show that when people are exposed to urgency messaging, they're more likely to make impulsive purchases and are far less sensitive to price. People consistently pay more for identical products just because a timer told them to hurry. Not because the product is better, but because the fear is stronger. The real cost of this artificial urgency isn't just that you might pay more. It's that it makes you buy things you wouldn't have bought at all if you just had 24 hours to think, the hotel you panic booked, the online course you started but never finished, the subscription you completely forgot to cancel. Even a small overpayment adds up. If artificial urgency causes you to overpay by just 10% on major purchases like travel, subscriptions, and online shopping, that can quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. It's an urgency tax, and it compounds silently in the background. Now, to be clear, some scarcity is real. Flights do sell out. Concerts have a limited number of seats. Physical inventory can run low. The scam works precisely because real scarcity exists, and it gets mixed in with all the fake scarcity. But here's the key difference. Real scarcity doesn't need to shout at you. If something is genuinely rare and in high demand, it sells itself. Aggressive act now messaging is almost always a signal that the seller wants to stop you from pausing, comparing, or thinking. The harder a website pushes you to act now, the more suspicious you should be. So, how do you defend yourself against this? Awareness helps, but you need a system. First, implement the 24-hour rule. If the only reason you want to buy something is because of a sense of urgency, delay the purchase. Close the tab. Walk away. If the deal was real, it might be gone. But you'll be surprised how often it's still there tomorrow with a fresh new timer. Second, verify independently. Check other websites. Call the hotel directly. Search online for past last chance sales from that same company. If you see the same urgent language being used over and over again, it was never really urgent to begin with. Third, identify the source of the urgency. Is the deadline coming from your actual life, like a birthday you need a gift for? Or is it coming from the website's interface? Deadlines in your life are real. Deadlines created by a website are often manipulative. And finally, track your panic purchases. Keep a simple note. Every time you buy something because a timer or a low stock warning pushed you over the edge, log it. After a few months, review that list. How many of those purchases were worth it? How many do you regret? How many could you have skipped entirely? Your own data is more convincing than any study. The bigger picture here is that you're not bad with money. You're being targeted by systems that have been refined through billions of dollars of behavioral testing. Your reactions are predictable, and in the world of e-commerce, predictability is incredibly profitable. The timer is often fake. The scarcity is often staged, but the stress it causes you is very real. You can keep reacting, or you can choose to pause, wait, and reclaim your control. Let the timer expire. Let that last room disappear. And watch how often it comes right back. That moment of restraint is more than just money saved, it's your autonomy reclaimed. If this changed how you see those countdown timers and low stock warnings, consider subscribing. We don't rush decisions here, we think them through. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.